Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If today is the first time I'm stopping by, please don't make it your last by hitting subscription button and turn on notification bell to get notified when I post new videos online. First I want to appreciate my returning viewers. I love it so much. Whenever I visit my YouTube studio, I feel happy because you come back to watch my video even when I'm not active. I so much appreciate that. Thank you very much for coming back. Thank you very much for standing by. Thank you so much. I've been so busy with work that I don't even have time to make clothes anymore. But I'll try, put my best in it so that we'll keep the dice rolling, guys. In today's video, we're learning we're making a top. It's a simple top. So beginner, intermediate, whatever level you are in, you will fit. And let's start. So the first thing to do is to arrange your material. Your biggest measurement divided by 4. That's your bust measurement divided by 4. I want it to be a free stuff, so I'm going to divide it by 4 and add some allowances to it. Now I mark the shoulder measurement, shoulder circumference divided by 2, and I added my allowance. Now I'm marking the length of my top. I marked 17.5. So from there I'm going to mark 1.5 for the shoulder slope. Then I'm going to mark my neck width and neck depth. I went in by 3. I came down by 3 inches and the other one 3.5. So I'm just going to curve my neck like that. Then I'm going to connect my shoulder measurement. I'm going to measure the shoulder so that it rhymes. Now from there I'm going to mark 7.5. This is my shoulder circumference divided by 2. That's how I got it, and it works perfectly. You can divide your bust by 6 and add 1.5. I'm just going to extend the line like that. Make sure you cross check very well so you don't make mistakes. So from there now I'm going to mark my bust point of 10 inches. I'm going to roll this line to connect them. Now from here I will mark my bust circumference divided by 4 plus my allowance because I want this top to be free somehow. I'll mark my waist circumference divided by 4 plus the allowance I need. Then I added sewing allowance also. So I'm just going to mark this first. Then to make sure that my bust circumference is accurate, I measured it. Then I'll connect the 1 inch sewing allowance there, as you can see. Now I'm going to mark my nipple to nipple, which is 3.75. Then from a nipple point mark 1 inch. Come down by 2 inches. That's the difference between the front waistline and the back waistline. That's my own difference. So your own difference, you come down by that difference. Then on the armhole, I went up by 2.5. I came in by 0.75. Now I've added allowance, remember, on the shoulder slope. So my joint allowance is there already. I don't need to panic for any other allowance. So as I'm drafting it like this, that's how I'm going to cut it. No additional allowance. So just at the waistline I added ½ inch for joining. And on the shoulder slope. Now I'm going to mark the zipper line and let's see. This 1 inch is for my shoulder slope, for the shoulder line, for the back. And from there I'm going to mark my zipper line first. I marked 1 inch. That's what I like using for my zipper line. Then my waist length for the back is 15. If you notice, the first one was 17, this one is 15. That's the 2 inches difference that I removed. I marked on my bust dart. Now under my waistline I came in by 0.75. I'm going to connect it to the neck depth. here I didn't know this was not showing very well, so I came down by 1 inch for my neck, 1.5 inch for my neck depth, and I went in by 3.5, just like I did in the first one. So I came down by 1.5. You can come down by 1 inch, that's if you want. So do what works for you. After marking the neck curve, I'm going to connect that 0.75 to my neck depth. Now I went on to mark my 1 inch shoulder slope for the back. Remember, I used 1.5 for the front. 1 inch shoulder slope, and I marked my shoulder measurement. Now from there I'm going to mark 7.5, just like I did the first place. Then from this line, this second line, that's where I marked it. I took my measurements from. Don't take it from the previous line. Now the center, what I have here is 6.2, and I'll have to divide it by 2, then mark my bust measurement plus the allowance for it to be free. I'm going to curve it with my curved ruler. I'm not going in by any inch or any half inch or whatever. I'll just curve it like that. Remember, I'm making a free top, it's not a tight one. So now from that 0.75 I went in, I marked my waist measurement and I connected it to the bust point. I marked my 1 inch sewing allowance, that's join allowance, and I connected it also. Now I'm going to remark. So I'm just adding the allowances I added on the shoulder line. I'm going to mark my new zipper allowance. Now I'm going to mark my new zipper allowance. That 0.75 I went in helped to remove the zipper bulge. I was not bothered about the zipper bulge again. So after that I had to iron it plus the lining also to make everything straight and neat. After I was done doing that, we're going to go on to join these together. Place it and join the neck. The other part also, mark the front so that you don't make mistakes, because if you don't mark the front like I did here, I got confused. So mark the front and the back, because the front and back of this material looks same, so I didn't take note of that. So after I was done turning the neck, I had to notch it so that it will turn around perfectly. After that, you have to iron it down. Now everything is sitting properly. I'm going to mark my bust dart. Remember, we marked for bust dart then. It was 10.5. I checked it before now, so check yours before you start turning it with your lining so you don't make mistakes. So I checked mine 10.5 and I went in by I went in by 5 inches, 4.75, just going with what your nipple to nipple measurement. Then I marked that 1 inch for my joining. From there I came down by 2 inches. This will make it accurate. Most times if you don't do it like this, you end up not getting the accurate measurements and all. So I'm going to just trace this out because my chalk is still showing. So I'm going to trace this out and I'm going to sew both of them together. I'm going to sew both of them together. Those lines that I joined, I'm going to sew it together. So I've done that already and you can see how it's popped like it was a bustier that I made. Now the next thing is to join the shoulder. I joined the shoulder, I like intertwined I don't know, but I joined it that you won't see any joining, any excess fabric or anything. You don't have to start weaving that area. So after I was done joining, look at it like that. Now I'm going to go ahead to join the sides by the 1 inch that I marked for my join allowance. So after I was done doing that, the remaining is the printed part, the sleeve and the zipper. Now I marked 5 inches depending on how long you want your printing to be, and I did my waist circumference multiplied by 3. That's why it is like that. You can do yours by 2 and use a running stitch to run it down and bring it back together. Then after bringing it back together, this is stressful. You have to separate it to make sure that it's the same with your waist measurement. So after separating and all, you lay it right side facing your top and you join it together. This will take your time. I've already attached the sleeve and that's it. After joining that, you add your zipper and every other thing. I hope this video helps out, guys. Please subscribe if you've not yet subscribed and support me, please, guys, and I'll bring more videos to you. Thank you and remain blessed. Let us see in our next video. If the video was helpful, please don't forget to subscribe, like and share my video to your friends. I will see you in our next video.